All right, let's just get right into it. This is the big one, isn't it? It's the question that you see popping up everywhere, from online forums to late-night chats at car meets. What is the deal with the BMW E30 in 2026? I mean, is this thing really still the ultimate driver's car? That pure, raw, analog experience we're all searching for in a digital world? Or has the hype train just gone completely off the rails? Have the insane price tags turned it into an overpriced box that's just completely out of reach for the people who'd love it most? Well, today, we're going to get to the bottom of it. So, to figure out where the E30 is headed, we've got to take a quick look back. We need to understand why the world got so obsessed with this car in the first place. Let's talk about why it's such an enduring legend.
You know, any car that gets a nickname like God's Chariot has something special going on. It just perfectly sums up that feeling, right? It's so much more than just a car. It's this boxy legend with absolutely perfect proportions, a face you can spot a mile away, and a driving feel that plugs you straight into the road. It's a connection that people of all ages just get.
And that passion, it's not just a small local thing. It has exploded into this massive global community. Seriously, it doesn't matter if you're hitting the Autobahn near its home in Munich, carving up canyons outside of LA, or pulling up to a meet in Cape Town. The love for the E30 is pretty much a universal language. And this whole global scene is powered by people, passionate communities and channels completely dedicated to keeping the E30 legacy alive. It's really a massive group effort, you know? Everyone sharing what they know from all corners of the world just to make sure these amazing cars stay on the road for the next generation. Now, when something gets this popular, you know what happens next. That worldwide passion has had a huge financial impact. The E30, believe it or not, is no longer just a cool classic car. In a lot of ways, it's become a form of global currency. I mean, just look at this journey. Back in the 90s, it was the perfect choice for enthusiasts who were in the know. Fun, affordable, brilliant. Fast forward to the 2010s, and everyone finally recognized it as a true modern classic. But now, 2026, it is playing in a completely different league. It's an asset, a real investment that's recognized all over the planet.
And this is not an exaggeration. Right now, in the US, a really clean 325 is selling for the same money a top-notch E30 M3 was just 5 years ago. Let that sink in for a second. And over in Germany, the hunt for an original car that can get those historic H-Kennzeichen plates, it is absolutely cutthroat. The demand is just red hot.
So yeah, the argument for ultimate classic is looking pretty strong, but that's only one side of the coin. If you want to avoid ending up with an overpriced relic, it is time for a very serious reality check. Because let's be real for a minute. It's way too easy to get mesmerized by those iconic quad headlights. But hiding right behind that perfect look, if you don't know exactly what to check for, there can be an absolute financial nightmare just waiting to pounce. The hype can really blind you to some very, very expensive problems. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the sneaky stuff. Hidden rust bubbling up in the jack points or wheel arches that can threaten the whole car's structure, turning a small fix into a huge project. Then you've got those infamous dash cracks that are just a nightmare to fix right. And of course, the underbody, where years of neglect can lead to some seriously compromised parts. These are the things that turn your dream car into a total money pit fast. So which is it? Is it the ultimate classic or an overpriced relic? The truth is, here in 2026, the E30 can be both. And the difference between the two? It's not the car, it's you. It's the buyer. It's all about being prepared. See, navigating this crazy market means you need to know the tiny differences between a 318i and a 325e. It means understanding the real costs of an engine swap versus restoring the original motor. And it means knowing exactly where to look to find those hidden gems before someone else does. That knowledge, right there, is what turns a massive risk into a smart investment. And you have got to be ready to move, because this market is incredibly fast. A good E30 at a fair price does not stick around. For someone who's unprepared, that speed just leads to bad decisions. But for the enthusiast who's done their homework, it's an opportunity. Having the right info is the only way you can pull the trigger with confidence. And that, right there, is exactly why we created E30 International. We are here to give you that confidence, to give you the tools, the deep dive knowledge you need to find the right car for the right price and to dodge all those traps that catch so many other people. Your journey to owning the perfect E30 starts with being prepared. It starts right here. And to get you started, we're kicking off a 30-day series breaking down literally everything you need to know. You're not going to want to miss a single step. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button because tomorrow we're jumping into a super important deep dive on the heart of the most popular model, the 325's engine health, and what you absolutely have to look for. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. We'll see you around.